O'Reilly and Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley's over yonder. It is a Thursday. I've been waiting, but the word's starting to leak out, and now I have to make a surprise announcement.
Can't wait. Bated breath.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I'm not sure where it's going to leave everything that we've been doing, but I've been hired to be the nanny for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Oh.
You're not going for it.
No, I'm not.
I thought maybe you'd buy into that one, or at least play along. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, really? Okay.
No.
Take two.
No, you've ruined it now.
No, really?
No.
Okay,
I was going to tell you how they don't have much of a grandfather to begin with, and they wanted me because of my down-home goodness and my ability to teach kids how to eat junk food and play with firecrackers and things like that. But you just took the wind out of the sails, so.
I kind of, yeah.
That's okay, dude. You know what? Some jokes work, some don't.
Can I tell you what I did there?
What'd you do?
I saved you from yourself. You need to be saved from yourself because you're better than that.
I thought that was kind of a fun
lame Prince Harry's kid's grandfather joke. You're better than that.
Yeah.
So I was saving you from you.
I don't think you were.
You didn't want to go into you didn't want to do it there. You didn't. You, Andy-O, are better than that.
I thought it was a good one.
Nah.
I caught one headline on TV before I came down here, and I thought, well, there's my lead, and that's how we're going to get the ball rolling today. And
I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad I took a big fat dump all over that because
that's a friend for you right there.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I do. If I wasn't your friend, I would have let you just run loose with it.
Yeah, you
should have. Run wild.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, fine.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you start some news here, and I'll try and recoup.
All right. You do that.
I will attentively listen, and I'll interject when the time is right.
Okay. You ready?
But I do want to tell you something. This is kind of fun. I don't know if you read it last night or anything, but I shared it a little on the Muskegon Channel Facebook page. We went and did that big county commission meeting the other day.
Right.
We aired it and got all kinds of people to watch.
Mm-hmm.
We must be doing something right because everybody who was there watching, the commission meeting or whatever, they stuck around on the website and they watched 1,000 more videos on different pages that we had out there and stuff like that. Hell yeah, dude. Come watch us. I love that.
Very good.
Yeah,
good
so we got a little growth going on there. Yeah.
Nice.
From the county commission meeting.
Fantastic. And that's, like I said, that's one of those, it was, a lot of it had to do with, subject matter.
Right.
At the time. And, but man, just as somebody who's had to cover commission meetings, they're usually just awful.
Well,
they are mind-numbingly dull. But I mean, I still will never forget covering one in Kalamazoo where it was literally, and I'm not making this up, an hour and a half on discussion of whether or not there needed to be more sidewalks. It was my own personal hell.
Yeah.
From like 7 to 8:30.
Let me tell you what,
20 plus years ago, and it was just awful.
You survived?
Yeah, I survived. I feel like I'm a better man for it.
You carried on?
I did. I carried on.
You did, and we're all proud of you.
Oh, man. Anyway.
Roll some
news there. Would you like me to dig into the meat?
Would you?
The morning news? All right, let's get into it. A lot of stuff going on. Of course, the Mueller report dropping today. Nobody cares about that. You know why?
Why?
You know why? Because with his 10th straight win, James Holzhauer has broken the single-day record for Jeopardy again. Once again, this is an Andy-O story.
I have yet to see this guy, other than that one snippet that we did that one night.
Yeah, yesterday, Holzhauer won over $131,000. That's $20K more than he won to break the record back on April 9th, low those many days ago. The latest win brings his 10-day total to nearly $700,000.
Wow.
That is impressive. And once again, Ken Jennings can suck it. This is the new face of Jeopardy. And good
new
for
Grand Poobah.
You know who makes me? I feel really good for Alex Trebek. Everything he's going through,
Yeah.
Battling cancer and everything, and you get this story.
Yep.
As you wind down your Jeopardy career. This is great.
Well, good for him.
This is fantastic. All right, the percentage of U.S. adults belonging to a church or other religious institution has dropped. Latest Gallup poll shows church membership is down 20% since 1999, hitting a low of 50% last year. The biggest drops were among Democrats and Hispanics. It really isn't a huge surprise when you look at everything that's gone on in the Catholic Church. When you look at we discussed this, the idea of politicians kind of replacing religious leaders as people's like inspiration, which I think is insane.
Yep.
Whether you're talking Trump or Bernie Sanders, they're not your God. They're really not. It's ridiculous, and it's a major. This to me isn't a minor thing. People's membership, and whether I'm not saying these institutions are infallible, because they're not, but they give you a good base with which to grow from, and with which to discover, not find because it's there, to discover a meaning. And when you don't have that, man, that's where you can end up.
What I would be interested to know
full of despair
out of this, what I would be interested to know out of this research study, because I saw it too before I came down, is how many of these people that we're saying are leaving church are leaving traditional churches like Catholic churches or Methodist churches, or you take your pick, and are going to non-denominational churches that offer a lot different message at this point. Because I don't know that it's necessarily. I mean, there is a shift in belief to a degree, but I think the traditional message is getting lost to a younger generation.
That's a good point.
I think the younger generation is sitting there going, okay, the whole routine and the whole lockstep mentality of what we know traditionally as religion. I just don't think that they buy into it. I think that they prefer a positive message. I think that they prefer a way to commune together with just more of a modern setting. So, do we look at this study and go, oh my God, the church is done? Or does the church look at this thing and go, okay, maybe it's time to reshape some of the stuff we do? And I'm not saying every church needs to have the 5-man acoustical jam at every service like they do at a lot of these non-denominational churches, but that's where people are going.
That's it's a good point. Because I don't take Max to church every Sunday. We watch it on. I'll sit him down. Okay, we're gonna watch 15, 20 minutes of this. We basically do what I like to call a
parental failure.
No, not parental failure. Shut up,
Max.
A Cliff
15
Notes,
minutes of church.
No, because remember when you and I were kids, it was you get dressed up, and I know he does. It was an hour, or sometimes an hour, or God forbid there was a baptism that day. You were in there an hour and a half, 2 hours. It could be the whole Sunday, which you don't.
But there were always the day too where they had donuts after church over in.
Well,
Those are good
but for
days.
me that would cut in, especially during the fall. That would cut into the NFL Today, and I didn't want that either. So with what I do with Max is, okay, we're going to sit down, we're going to watch this for 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and you get everything. You get, and he's, and you read a Bible passage every day. Boom, just give him, like I said, a Cliff Notes. Let him sip off it. Don't force it down his throat. Don't make him gulp off it. Just offer it to him. Show him this, and then as he gets older, he can make his own decisions about which way he's going to go. But
so he's 9.
I don't beat him over the head with it, but I do introduce it to him, and he's very much aware of it. I think that's
so
that's
he's
the
9,
best way
and you basically say, look, Max, here's church on TV, and here's Fortnite. What are you going to pick?
No, no, he doesn't get Fortnite. No, his mom and I have already decided no Fortnite. But you know what is good? Although he's been off, we had some discipline issues, so he's been off video games for almost a month now.
Oh boy!
But Minecraft, I do think is good for kids because it teaches them architecture, and they have to, But I would get frustrated with him because he'd wanted it to be in peace mode. I said, no, you're going to be building this, and you're going to have to kill bad guys too. I don't like it. I want you just architecture. I want you to learn how to be a soldier in addition to building stuff. Because I like the creativity.
For Christmas next year, I'm going to get him Grand Theft Auto. He's old enough.
Did I ever tell you about that? When I was temporarily furloughed in 2006, so I had like a month off, the longest time I ever had off. I played Grand Theft Auto every day for like 30 days straight. It was awesome. It was fantastic. It was nonstop. At first I was just running over hookers, and then I started actually doing the missions.
Ooh.
And that was fun.
Well, good.
I felt like I accomplished something after,
Well, we'll see if we can get your son in those same shoes too.
Nah, it's gonna have to put the kibosh on that.
Start watching your mailbox around December 23rd and see what shows up.
So I can play it, he can't.
If it says Uncle Andy on it, it might just be Grand Theft Auto.
Finally, Muskegon area schools are getting safety upgrades. Fruitport, Montague, Ravenna, North Muskegon Public are among those receiving over $1.6 million in safety grants. $25 million in safety grant money will be dispersed across the state. And this is another thing we've delved into a little bit with, the soft targets that are these schools. Now, fortunately, we haven't had school shootings for a while. It seemed like there was a rash when there really wasn't.
Right.
But it's good to fortify those soft targets, and the money obviously
well spent.
Very good. There you go. Sports. Pistons lose again. They're down 2-0 after getting dumped by the Milwaukee Bucks, 120-99. Game 2 of that Eastern Conference best-of-7 series. Series shifts to Detroit, but no Blake Griffin. This thing's going to be over soon. Cubs win. They beat the Marlins 6-0. Tigers were off. The Detroit Lions schedule came out yesterday. They will open the season. What?
Tigers played last night.
I didn't see the.
Oh, so they weren't off.
What was the score? Because I went on the ESPN website. You know what? I did see that they lost in 10 innings again. You know what the problem was? Since they lost in 10 innings on Tuesday, I thought that was I thought, oh, that was an old score, but they lost in 10 innings again.
Guess what's going to happen?
That one's on me. Go ahead.
You ready?
Go ahead. Fine. All right. My apologies.
All right.
1,000 apologies to Tiger fans. That's on me. Don't blame yourselves. All right. The Detroit Lions will open the 2019 NFL season on the road against the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL schedule came out yesterday. That's how huge the NFL is. They had a whole show dedicated to the release of the schedule. Preseason, regular season. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm a huge football fan. I didn't watch it, but that is the monolith that is the National Football League. Right. Anyway, that's sports.
Have yourself a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.